Hey guys, this is Carla, and this time I'm here for a review of episode 8 of the TV show, of season 1 of the TV show Lucifer. This episode is titled It to Doctor, and I have to say, it was an okay episode. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't really love it either. I thought they, I thought the resolution of the crime was really stupid obvious. As soon as we saw paper tissue guy at the beginning, I'm like, yep, that's gonna turn out to be a murderer. This isn't like the first scene, okay? So I thought it was a little bit stupid. It was kind of obvious that he had a thing for the wife. So I'm like, I don't even need to watch the rest of the episode because I know how this is going to pan out. I do admit though, because I am obviously 13 years old inside my head, that the poop thing made me really, really laugh. I don't know why. Obviously, my brain is stupid. But it really made me laugh for some reason because they were all so ready for it to be like a murder weapon or something, and then she opens her trunk and it's like horse poo. I don't know. I really find it funny for some reason. But the rest of the thing, I really didn't care for. I did find interesting Lucifer's trying to get the concept of jealousy. And then Dr. Martin being like, trying to figure out what Chloe's problem was, and then Dr. Martin being like, no, she has no problem. I'm talking about you. We're gonna solve your problems, your issues. And Lucifer's like, I have no issues. I'm perfect, whatever. So I thought it was really fun. I liked the idea of Chloe and Dr. Linda meeting and actually ganging up against Lucifer. It was hilarious. But at the same time, it was also kind of silly because, come on, Dr. Martin herself admitted to Chloe that she was sleeping with Lucifer. She could lose her license for that. Why didn't Chloe, rat her out? That's not only unethical, that's almost disgusting in how bad it is. It's like, you, as a therapist, you're at a point where you see your client's vulnerabilities day in and day out. And not only should you not take advantage of their vulnerability, which I don't think Dr. Martin is doing, of course, because Lucifer's, desire voodoo is the one that's making her do that. But at the same time, you can't let a good therapist cannot let their clients use them as a crutch, which is what Lucifer's doing, like the giant 5-year-old he is, I guess. So, if I were Chloe, I would have reported her, honestly, because it's icky. And I understand that she, gave up on it by the end. She decided that she's not going to sleep with Lucifer anymore. But no, the correct thing to do would have been to, refer him to someone else, to some other therapist, because obviously she's lost control where this one is involved, right? So it really did bother me that Chloe did not do anything about this. She's a freaking cop. She should have, more than anyone else, she should have been the one to say, hey, this is wrong, and I cannot allow this to continue. You know what I mean? Like I said, I did like Lucifer's struggles with the jealousy thing. At the same time, I'm like, why? Yes, he's never liked Dan, but at the same time, he's never really felt jealous. He, not outright, not really. He's just kind of being mean to him and just downright snotty to him, but not necessarily in a way that seemed like he was jealous. He just seemed annoyed. So that kind of struck out to me this particular time, that they really did make it about jealousy, which I hadn't seen before in their treating of each other, I guess. So I thought that sort of came out of the blue, but I did like how it progressed through the through the episode itself. And I loved when, by the end, the killer, he's confronting the killer, and he's like, yeah, so, the woman you love is still stuck on her husband, and nothing you do, like, even if he treats her wrong, nothing you do can actually get her to see that you're the one that will treat her right, you're the one that she wants. And then he's like, I just figured out that our situations are totally different. I almost died, okay? That was so funny, just the way it came out. The delivery of it was perfect. I laughed my butt off. And I really love that Lucifer can just go around being this little whiny, snotty, giant 5-year-old, and everybody kind of sort of accommodates him, just humors him, because it's easier than just going, like, trying to teach him a lesson which he won't learn. So it made me laugh so much, the way he's like, yeah, we have nothing in common. Obviously you don't, Lucifer. I mean, again, I still don't know where I stand on the whole Chloe Lucifer thing. Like, I don't ship them, but I don't not ship them either. Like, whatever they throw at me, I will probably handle. What I didn't like, though, because I've been starting to really like Dan recently, and I like the idea of there being, an ex-husband who isn't necessarily a douche, no matter what Lucifer says. I mean, he seemed like he was a great parent. He seemed like he was really trying to make things right with Chloe, and then they go and throw this curveball at me. I mean, I was angry when they actually revealed, when he got that call, they were kissing and he got the call, and he kind of looked at it weird, and I'm like, oh God, please don't do it. Don't do this to me. Because it really made me angry that, of course, they have to go and, like, smear his reputation, and make him evil just because they want Lucifer to look better or whatever. I don't think that's fair. Why can't people just be good? Maybe the relationship didn't work. That doesn't mean he has to be an ass or a criminal, But they did, and I mean, my only consolation is that it doesn't seem... He still doesn't seem like a bad guy. I mean, when he confronted Malcolm in the last scene, it was still... I was glad that he didn't kill that other guy. It was actually Malcolm. But he didn't seem crooked. He didn't seem like a corrupt cop. So I would like to hear the story from him, necessarily, like, why did he shoot Malcolm in the first place? Was Malcolm's story actually true? Is he actually not dirty? Or is he dirty and, maybe Dan shot him for a different, not because Dan was crooked, but because he was, trying to stop Malcolm or something. Or if he was crooked, maybe somebody was forcing him. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I just want to know. Because from that last scene, I just didn't really believe that he was actually, a dirty cop. It seemed like he was genuinely desperate for Malcolm not to touch Chloe or Trixie. And he seems to really care for them. It seemed genuine to me, all these episodes. So I hope there's a reason behind that, and it's not just that he's been crooked this whole time and I totally bought into it. You know what I mean? It's like, I would like to know what the story is there, because I don't want them to make him a straight up evil dude, because I don't think Chloe would have been... It would be unfair for Chloe to be so wrong about him this entire time. If he's involved, if he had anything to do with the deal that was going on, and if he's actually crooked somehow, I hope there's a good explanation for it, and it's not just a case of, oh, let's get the ex-husband out of the way so we can pair her up with Lucifer. I mean, obviously she's not going to get back with Dan once this comes out, no matter how regretful he is, but I would like to have the whole story. I know that's coming, so I'm really interested in seeing how they deal with it, and I just don't want them to make him bad because they can't make him bad, or because he can't be good because he's the ex. I don't want that to happen. So I'm hoping they give him a good story to go along with it, a good backstory. And I guess we'll have to see. The main thing I didn't really care about, honestly. I figured that Lucifer was going to find out eventually that she's working against him. I don't really care. Honestly, I guess I'll see what happens, but I'm not invested in Maze. Not at this point, really. I'm more invested in what's going on with the main deal, whom we didn't see in this episode, so I guess I'll just wait for the next one. Overall, okay episode. Not bad, but not great either. Case itself was stupid. The jealousy issues of Lucifer and the way they worked their way around in the episode were actually pretty funny. I can't help but, not like the whole Dr. Martin issue. The fact that Chloe did nothing even though she admitted she was sleeping with him. And the fact that she's still going to be seeing Lucifer as a client. Even though, all this unethical things have been going on. I don't like the reveal that Dan is crooked. I hope they make it better with a good backstory and a good motivation for it, but I guess we'll see. And for the rest of it, I just really didn't care. That's it from me today. As usual, be sure to visit our website at thegeekypub.com. We have reviews not just for previous Lucifer episodes, but also for other TV shows, books, movies, games. We have a ton of stuff in there, so be sure to visit and check it out. And also, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's the fastest way to be notified whenever we upload something new. Most of the time, even before they hit the website, our reviews are up on YouTube. So if you don't want to miss anything, then you really want to subscribe. And that's it for me today. I will see you guys in my next review. Bye!